So, I just got assaulted by a total stranger on the street in Los Angeles. This is what happened. I'm walking off the street, up La Brea, and this guy just comes up to me on the side and starts insulting me, starts saying things like, you know, you're a loser, your clothes are dirty, you can't get in anywhere, like you can't get into anything, like you're just a loser and stuff like this. So he's walking with, and then the thing is, he starts walking with me. So I'm walking, and he's walking like very close to me to my left. And he keeps saying these things, and it's going on for a while. So eventually, I feel like, he's not going to stop. So I say just, but I also feel like I should try to do things not to escalate. So I say things like, just very calmly, you can't talk to me like that. What makes you think you can talk to me like that? But I say it very calmly, and he keeps on going, keeps on saying, insulting me and walking with me. So then I'm just like, okay, try to de-escalate. So I literally just said like, come on, peace and love, brother, peace and love, because he's a total random stranger. So I'm just like, peace and love. So then he's like, yeah, right, whatever, and then just keeps insulting me, insulting me, insulting me, going like, you're always gonna be a loser. You're never gonna do anything with your life. It's just insult, like, continuing. And I'm staying very calm, and I'm just trying not to escalate the situation. And then all of a sudden, I felt, boom, he punches me right in the face. A couple times. One, two, and then before I even knew it, I was on the ground, and he keeps punching me. I'm on the ground, and he's punching me on the ground. This total random guy. So, and I say stop, and he still punched me. Oh, and before he started was punching me, I think he said something like he's gonna kill me or something, or I'm gonna kill this person. But I can't remember that. But anyway, so he punches me a bunch of times while I'm standing up. I fall down. He starts punching me when I'm on the ground. He doesn't do the MMA thing where he gets on top of me, but he's just on the side punching me on the ground. And I said stop, and he doesn't stop. So then he gets up and starts walking away, and I'm just like, fuck this. Like, if you do this, you're going to jail. So I called 911, and very calm, they're just telling me what to do. And the guy's walking away, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. This guy's not just gonna fucking get away with this. So I'm walking after him, but I'm maintaining a distance, and I'm talking with the 911 person, and it's taking like a pretty long time for the police to come. Like, it's been 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Meanwhile, this guy is walking up a street. He like walks to a side street and then walks back to the main street. Like, he's trying to lose me, right, or trying to get away. But I'm like, no, fuck this. You can't just do this to me and get away. Plus, he's gonna do it to someone else if he doesn't get arrested. So the police don't show up for like 15 minutes, which is kind of odd. But then they show up. Oh, and also when this guy was walking, I think there was like a group of friends or people that knew him, and I heard one of them say something to him like I told you this is going to happen, like as if he's done this before, and they've told him to stop doing it because he's going to get arrested. So they said something like this, and then 15 minutes later, the police did come, and the 911 call ended, and they arrested him, and he's yelling at the police and trying to fight the police the whole time. Now, this is where it gets a little weird. Well, the whole thing's very, very fucking weird, obviously, but this part is a little strange. So, everyone right now is thinking about George Floyd, right? Like, what happened with George Floyd is like the most fucked up thing that's ever happened in this country. It's one of the most fucked up things ever. So everyone is thinking about George Floyd. So now these police have come, and they've put this guy, and this guy is black. They put him on the ground, but he's fighting them. He's trying to fight them. They put him on the ground. They put him in some kind of a hold. That's not quite the thing that everyone knows with George Floyd. It was some kind of a hold on the ground. So I'm starting to feel very weird because my alarm goes off too. I'm thinking I don't want them to do something like what they did to George Floyd. But at the same time, George Floyd didn't punch someone in the face and wasn't being violent and trying to actually fight the police like this guy was. So, and then people are starting to gather. People are starting to take cell phone pictures because everyone's going like this could be George Floyd again. And this woman right next to me, she's right here, and she's like, I'm staying. I just want to make sure that it's not gonna turn into a George Floyd situation. I said yes, and I actually got pretty offended at this point because I was like, yes, but frankly, like I understand George Floyd. I'm looking out for this too, but George Floyd didn't get punched someone in the face. You haven't been punched in the face. I've just been punched in the face multiple times by this guy. So I understand why people were starting to feel like get worried about this, but at the same time, it's a totally different situation. And the cops actually ended up having this guy on the ground for just like 30 seconds, maybe a minute, but there was no even potential that they were doing any harm. So then they arrested him. Then I went to the hospital and they said I have a concussion. And they said that I actually broke some bone in my eye that gets broken a lot of times when people get hit in the eye, but it's not something that you do anything about. It just heals on its own. So that's my story about getting assaulted by a completely random stranger on the streets of Los Angeles.